Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling? A silent whisper in your mind asking, "What if?" Or perhaps you've seen a friend or a loved one grapple with uncertainties about their later years, and a familiar knot forms in your own stomach. It's a painful reality that, as we embrace the wisdom and experience of our golden years, particularly after we cross that incredible threshold of 80, a new set of unspoken anxieties can begin to emerge. These aren't the everyday worries of youth. These are deep-seated fears that often go unacknowledged, hidden behind brave smiles or quiet resilience. We tend not to talk about them openly, perhaps feeling that we should be strong, or that voicing them somehow makes them more real. But here's the surprising truth. Ignoring these fears doesn't make them disappear. In fact, it often gives them more power. When we shine a light on these silent worries, we begin to disarm them. In this video, we're going to bravely explore the 5 biggest fears seniors often face after 80, fears that truly no one talks about, and, more importantly, how we can protect our peace and dignity through them. Stay with me until the very end, because I'll share something truly surprising that can make all the difference in how you approach these years. Let's dive right into the first fear, one that grips many of us with a profound sense of unease: the fear of losing our independence and control. Imagine waking up one day and realizing you can no longer manage the simple tasks that once defined your daily rhythm. The thought of needing help with basic personal care, of no longer being able to drive to the grocery store or visit friends, or even having crucial decisions about your life made by others, can be absolutely heart-wrenching. Our independence isn't just about what we do. It's intricately tied to who we are, our sense of self-worth and autonomy. It's the freedom to choose, to move, to be, when that feels threatened. It touches the very core of our being. This fear isn't about stubbornness. It's about dignity. It's about wanting to live life on your own terms, for as long as possible. So, how do we address this powerful concern? One crucial step is proactive planning. This means having open, honest conversations with your loved ones now, while you are well and able to articulate your wishes. Discuss things like who you would want to make decisions for you if you couldn't, someone you trust implicitly to honor your values. Look into setting up a power of attorney for both health and finances. It's not about giving up control. It's about maintaining control over your future, even in unforeseen circumstances. Think about Sarah, an 85-year-old woman I know. She was absolutely terrified of moving into an assisted living facility. Instead of letting that fear consume her, she had a frank discussion with her daughter. Together, they looked at small home adaptations, things like grab bars in the bathroom, better lighting, decluttering pathways, simple changes that made her home safer and easier to navigate. Sarah also embraced technology, learning to use a tablet for grocery delivery and video calls, which significantly reduced her need to leave the house for errands and kept her connected. Another vital aspect is maintaining your physical function, even through gentle, consistent activity. It doesn't mean running marathons, but regular walking, light stretching, or even chair exercises can help preserve your mobility and balance, reducing the risk of falls and keeping you more active in daily life. Think about it. Every small step you take today to stay flexible and strong is a step towards preserving your precious independence tomorrow. Embracing technology, too, can be a powerful ally. Learning to use a smartphone or tablet for online banking, ordering groceries, or even just video calling family can extend your reach and allow you to manage more aspects of your life from the comfort of your own home. Reducing reliance on others, and closely tied to that feeling of losing control over our physical lives, is another deeply unsettling concern that whispers in the background for many: the fear of financial insecurity, of running out of money. The rising cost of living, particularly healthcare expenses, can feel like a relentless tide, threatening to erode years of careful saving and planning. The dread of becoming a financial burden on your children, of not being able to afford necessary care or even simple comforts, is a heavy weight to carry. It's not just about material wealth. It's about the security and peace of mind that comes from knowing you can meet your needs without compromise or guilt. This fear can lead to immense stress, preventing us from truly enjoying the present. So, what steps can we take to alleviate this gnawing worry? The first and most critical action is to regularly review your finances. Take a clear, honest look at your pensions, savings, investments, and especially your healthcare coverage. Do you understand what Medicare covers and what it doesn't? Are there supplemental plans that might be beneficial? Many people avoid this because it feels overwhelming. But facing it head on is empowering. Consider seeking professional advice from a financial advisor who specializes in elder care planning. They can help you understand your options, create a realistic budget for current and future expenses, and explore strategies to make your money last. John, 82, had constant sleepless nights worrying about his nest egg. He'd always managed his own finances but felt out of his depth with the complexities of long-term care costs. Finally, he decided to meet with a financial planner his son recommended. Together, they restructured some investments, looked into potential benefits he hadn't known about, and even discussed the possibility of a reverse mortgage as a last resort, just for peace of mind, knowing he had a clear path, even if it involved difficult decisions, brought him immense relief. Don't be afraid to explore government programs or local aid for seniors. There are often resources available that go unclaimed simply because people don't know about them. For some, downsizing or simplifying their living situation can also ease financial strain significantly. Could a smaller home reduce maintenance costs and property taxes? Could decluttering and selling unused items provide a small but helpful financial cushion? These conversations can be challenging, but they are essential for your peace of mind. These concerns about independence and finances are heavy, but they often lead us to a third, quieter fear. One that touches our very soul, the fear of loneliness and social isolation. Loneliness isn't just about being alone. It's the painful feeling of being disconnected, of having no one to share life's moments with, big or small. As we age, our social circles naturally shrink. Friends may move away or pass on. Family members might be busy with their own lives. And mobility can sometimes make it harder to get out and about. The silence in the house can become deafening, and the fear of being forgotten, of having no one to call or visit, can truly weigh on the heart. It's a fear of losing that human connection that makes life vibrant and meaningful. But we can actively combat this. One of the most powerful antidotes to loneliness is active social engagement. Look for opportunities to join clubs, senior centers, or volunteer groups in your community, even if you're not able to leave home easily. Many organizations now offer online groups or virtual meetups. Think about Mary, 88, who felt completely adrift after her husband passed away. She used to be very social, but grief and reduced mobility had kept her isolated. Her niece encouraged her to try a weekly online card game with other seniors, and then a book club at the local community center once she felt up to it. Slowly, she began to make new friends, finding shared laughter and companionship. She discovered that even just a regular phone call with a phone buddy from a local senior support line could brighten her day significantly. Don't underestimate the power of technology for connection either. Video calls with family or friends who live far away can bridge distances and bring faces and voices directly into your home. Even just sending a simple text message or email can make you feel more connected. Consider community involvement that aligns with your interests, whether it's a faith-based group, a local historical society, or even just regular visits to a familiar coffee shop where you can exchange pleasantries with staff and other patrons. For many, a pet can be an incredible source of companionship, routine, and unconditional love. The responsibility of caring for an animal can provide purpose and fill a silent house with warmth and presence. And remember, reaching out goes both ways. Don't be afraid to make a conscious effort to call or visit others. A simple, "How are you doing?" can open the door to meaningful connection. But beyond the emotional landscape of loneliness, there's a profound fear that touches our very physical and mental being, the fear of decline in health and cognitive function. This is often the quiet terror of losing one's memory, of developing dementia, facing chronic pain that never goes away. or succumbing to a debilitating illness that strips away your vitality and independence. It's the fear of not being themselves anymore, of losing the sharp mind that has served you for decades, or the body that has carried you through life. This fear can be paralyzing, but there are powerful strategies to protect your mental and physical well-being. Proactive health management is absolutely key. This means regular doctor visits, even when you feel well, and adhering to prescribed medications and preventive screenings. Don't dismiss new aches or changes in your body. Discuss them with your doctor. Early detection and management can make a world of difference. 4. Brain health. Engage in activities that challenge your mind. This isn't about memorizing encyclopedias. It's about curiosity and engagement. Try puzzles. Learn a new skill. Perhaps a language app. Or how to play a simple instrument. Read different genres of books. Engage in stimulating conversations. Or even try a new recipe that requires following steps. Robert, 90, used to worry constantly about his memory. He started doing daily crossword puzzles and, inspired by a travel show, decided to learn a few phrases in Italian using an app. He found that not only did his memory feel sharper, but the new challenge brought a sense of accomplishment and reduced his anxiety about cognitive decline. A healthy lifestyle, of course, plays a massive role. This includes good nutrition, such as embracing principles of the Mediterranean diet with its focus on fresh vegetables, fruits, healthy fats, and lean proteins. Ensuring adequate sleep, even if it's broken, is crucial for both physical repair and cognitive function. And gentle, consistent exercise, as mentioned before, improves blood flow to the brain and supports overall vitality. Mindfulness and stress reduction techniques, like deep breathing or simple meditation, can also help manage the anxiety that often accompanies health worries, allowing you to approach challenges with a calmer mind. Finally, having a trusted person who can advocate for your health wishes, someone who knows your preferences for care and can communicate them if you are unable to, provides immense peace of mind. And as we navigate these physical and mental worries, there's one final fear, often unspoken, that weighs heavily on the hearts of many: the fear of being a burden. This is the profound anxiety that your existence, your needs, or your eventual care will impose a significant hardship on your children, family members, or caregivers. It stems from a deep love and a desire not to take away from their lives, but it can manifest as guilt, shame, or a reluctance to ask for help, even when it's desperately needed. You might think, my children have their own lives, their own families. I don't want to add to their responsibilities. This fear can lead to isolation, as individuals might avoid sharing their true needs to protect their loved ones. But here's a powerful truth for most children. Caring for an aging parent is an act of love, not a burden. It can be challenging, yes, but it is often deeply meaningful. The first step to addressing this fear is open communication. Have heartfelt conversations with your family. Express your worries, but also listen to their perspectives. You might be surprised to learn that they want to help and see it as a privilege, not a burden. Eleanor, 87, was consumed by the thought of being a burden to her only daughter, who had a demanding job and young children. Eleanor would often downplay her needs, leading to more difficult situations later. One day, her daughter sat her down and gently but firmly told her, "Mom, helping you isn't a burden. It's how I show you how much I love you. Let's plan this together." That conversation transformed their relationship. Pre-planning for care is also vital here. Explore options like long-term care insurance, if it's financially feasible. Or discuss different care options, in-home care, assisted living, or community services, so that decisions are made thoughtfully and not in a crisis. The more you plan, the less strain there is on your loved ones to make difficult choices under pressure. Furthermore, maintaining your self-care, as we've discussed with physical and cognitive health, empowers you. The healthier and more independent you remain, the less burden you perceive yourself to be, and the less acute your needs may become. And finally, practice accepting help gracefully, understanding that receiving help is also a beautiful way of allowing loved ones to show their love and contribute to your well-being. It's a two-way street of giving and receiving. You can also find ways to continue contributing. However small, share your wisdom, offer emotional support, or engage in light tasks if you're able. Feeling valuable and purposeful can significantly ease the fear of being a burden. These 5 fears, the fear of losing independence, financial insecurity, crushing loneliness, the decline of health and mind, and the heavy weight of being a burden can feel overwhelming. Can't they? But the beautiful truth is, you are not alone in feeling them. And more importantly, you are not powerless. Acknowledging these fears is the courageous first step towards disarming them. It's about shining a light into those quiet corners of anxiety and replacing dread with a sense of proactive purpose. Remember, dear friends, true peace and dignity in our later years aren't about avoiding these fears entirely, for they are a natural part of the human journey. Instead, it's about facing them with courage, armed with knowledge, and surrounded by the love and support you cultivate. Think of it not as a battle against fear, but as a gentle, yet firm embrace of your wisdom and resilience. You have navigated so much in life, overcome countless challenges, and gathered a lifetime of valuable experiences. That strength, that perspective, is your most powerful tool. Small, consistent steps in planning, connecting, and nurturing yourself can make an unimaginable difference. It's about taking control of what you can and gracefully accepting what you cannot, knowing that you've done your very best to prepare and protect your peace. It's about living authentically, making choices that align with your deepest values, and knowing you've laid a foundation for the future that honors your dignity. The surprising truth I mentioned at the beginning is this: the greatest power we have against these fears isn't in eliminating them, but in changing our relationship with them. It's about seeing them not as roadblocks, but as signposts guiding us towards intentional living, deeper connections, and profound self-compassion. When we openly discuss these unspoken worries, we realize we are part of a vast community of elders who share similar concerns. And that shared understanding in itself is a source of immense comfort and strength. It's about empowering ourselves to navigate the unknown with more confidence, knowing we have prepared, we have connected, and we have cherished the life we've built. I hope this conversation has resonated deeply with you. I truly believe that by talking about these unspoken worries, we shine a light on them, lessen their power, and open the door to a more peaceful and dignified future. What are your thoughts on these fears? Have you faced them? Or are you preparing for them in your own life? Please, I encourage you to share your experiences, your wisdom, or your questions in the comments below. Your insights could be a lifeline for someone else who is grappling with these very same anxieties, reminding them they are not alone. If this video has brought you even a little peace, clarity, or reassurance, please give it a thumbs up. It truly helps more people find this important message and allows us to continue building this supportive community. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're here to share more valuable insights, practical tips, and encouragement to support you on your journey to living your best life. No matter your age, remember, every single day is an opportunity to live with purpose, joy, and profound dignity. Embrace the journey, cherish the moments, and protect your peace. Always. You are truly amazing. Live your best life at every age.